Staley coming in with a record of 1-6. Kearney 4-1. Home crowd here, nice crowd on hand here tonight. Get ready for the first 8 minutes of play. Gonna have a tip-off here pretty quick. Staley coming off of a really tough loss at the hands of Ruskin last week. Ruskin, a really fast, tall, exciting team to watch. Here we go. Looks like it's going to be Zach Riley tipping off with a player from Kearney. Kearney in the man-to-man. Zach going to try and make that drive into the basket, but loses control of the ball, and it's going to go over to Kearney here right away. Last game, Staley played a zone defense against them Ruskin Eagles. I think trying to shut down that inside game. Once again, here at Kearney, they do have a definite height disadvantage. John Hatfield's going to come down with the ball, and I mean down all the way to the floor. Staley working the ball around. Jody Kraft with the ball now. Looks like he's going to move out to the point. Gets it over to Brian Young, back to Zach, and we're going to have a foul. Looks like a foul on Jody Kraft. Get it inside to the big guy, but he mishandles the ball. Jody picks it up off the floor. Now Hatfield with a long shot. Bounces off the heel of the rim. Kearney back down court with it now. Alex Pruitt with the drive and the miss. Staley working the ball around on the outside. Coach Wheeler yells some instructions out to the boys. And we're swinging around over here to the strong side. Nothing going over there. Now it looks like we're going to go around over onto the other side. Brian Young with a drive, and Brian Young with the first 2 points. Brian Young with the first 2 points of the game here for Staley High School. Both teams showing a lot of patience, taking their time with the ball. Nobody in a hurry here. Going to be a three, and it is off the rim. Big number 40 gets the rebound. Zach's going to come down with it. Zach's going to go into the paint, put up a shot, but it is in and out. And nobody there to rebound. Shot by number 40. Grace Darling. I'm sorry, Starzl. And we I think he's a sophomore. Kearney now with a 3-2 lead, 4:11 to go here in the first quarter. Cross-court pass, Jody Kraft over in the corner. Back out to John Hatfield. Now Zach's got it. Jody with a quick move, and I think they're going to call a foul on number 12 for Kearney. That's A.J. Shepard. Inside to Zach Riley, and he's going to be fouled. I believe that's going to be on number 1. That's John Griffin. Second team foul on Kearney. Staley with the ball out of bounds. Hatfield makes a break for the basket. Brian Youngs follows him, but looks like they're going to get it out. Intended for Jody Kraft, but John Hatfield's going to come up with it. Michael Brinkmeyer with the ball, and he's going to lose the handle on the baseline. And it'll be Kearney ball. Pruitt brings it down. They're going to get the ball inside to the big guy, but they kick it right back out to Pruitt, and he puts up a 3, but it is no good. 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Kearney still with a 3-2 lead. Zach Riley's going to get it into Michael Brinkman. He's going to kick it out to Hatfield. Hatfield shoots it over the rim. Just a little too much arm on it. Staley really getting back quick on the transition game. And it's going to be a foul on Brian Young. 2:28 to play. It'll be the second team foul on Staley. Going to kick it way out here to Pruitt. And he is going to get by everybody, and Pruitt makes a drive to the basket with an easy layup. And looked like a pass trying to get it to Brian Young, and evidently he must have touched it last, as Kearney now is going to have the ball. And another 3, I believe, by Brian Pruitt, Alex Pruitt. And now it's 8-2 all of a sudden as Kearney comes up with 2 3-point plays. They're getting ready to check in 2 more guys.
Who made that basket?
Number 5.
Yeah.
Staley ball. Zach Riley will play it in. Looks like we're going to have a timeout as Coach Wheeler wants to have a talk with everybody. Something out there I don't think he cares for, so he's going to talk it over with the boys. We'll be back. We've got 1 minute and 41 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Kearney with an 8-2 lead. Zach's going to get it into Brian Young. Or I'm sorry. That's Nathan Fulkerson, I'm sorry. Staley just about got to come up with a basket here. Looks like they may be waiting for one shot as Zach Riley holds on to the ball. I think they are going for one shot with 1 minute and 9 to go. Brian Young over in the corner all by himself. Get it into Nathan Fulkerson, back out to Zach over to John. Hatfield puts up a 3, and they're going to call traveling on Nathan Fulkerson. "45 seconds to go here in the first quarter." Pruitt faking the 3. Now it looks like Kearney is going to hold off. And they may be going for the last shot. It looks like they are, and Staley's going to let them have it.
Boring.
15. Working it around the outside, top of the circle. Pruitt with the ball, wants the shot. And an attempt by John Griffin goes over, and I think we may have a reaching over the back.
Number 43, Tanner Davis.
And it's going to be on Tanner Davis for reaching over the back. I believe we got 1.2 seconds. Zach throws it the length of the court and does draw some iron, but that's about it. But the score here at the end of the first quarter is going to be Kearney 8, Staley 2. Okay, here we go with the second quarter. Once again, Kearney ahead 8-2. Zach with a 3, hits some iron, but that's about it. Pruitt swings it over to the far side. Bring it back inside to number 40, and he just sort of turns around, doesn't even jump. Gray Starzl with a 2-pointer, and now it is 10-2. And once again, Staley on a really cold streak. Seems like they're getting one shot, no rebounds, but just can't get anything to drop. And it looked like Zach thought that John was going to come back for the ball, and it just didn't happen. And the pass goes out of bounds, turnover for Staley. 7 minutes to go. Kearney with an 8-point lead during the first quarter.
I missed 1 point somewhere.
And a long 3 and a miss. And it looks like Zach Riley will come down with a rebound. Zach just about to get trapped back away from his pivot foot there, which can get you in a bad spot. I think it's going to be out of bounds on a Kearney player. Hatfield comes out. Jody Kraft comes in for Staley. Brian Young with the drive, and it will fall. Good drive by Brian Young.
Will it count?
Yes, he was fouled in the act, so he'll get to shoot 1.
I'm not giving it to him.
So Brian steps up to the line now. I think the fans might have talked Brian out of that one. Over in the dog pound, they give up a pretty good yell over there. I think it kind of got Brian nervous just a little bit. 10-4. Inside to the big boy, number 50. He goes to kick it out, and pass gets knocked away. Chris Head with the pass. 6'7", big boy, senior for Kearney. Here's Pruitt with a three from the top of the circle. And nobody on him. Somebody has to step up there and put a hand in his face. Brinkman drives toward the basket, kicks it back out to Jody Kraft. Jody's going to get it out to Nathan Fulkerson. Nathan misses the layup off the rim. Inside to the big guy. Michael Brinkman knocks it away. Brian Young has it. And it comes back out to Kearney. Pruitt with it. There's Pruitt for another three. Hits the front edge of the rim and rolls over. 13-4 here with 4:30 to play in the second quarter. And I think we are going to have a pushing foul probably on the big guy there. Great.
Foul number 41, Jesse Foster.
That was Jesse Foster with a foul. Yes. That's still only 5 team fouls. Kearney with 5, Staley with 2. Will still be out of bounds. Hatfield looks like he wants to drive to the basket and he can't pass it off, he can't go nowhere, so he kicks it off of the big guy and it's out of bounds, so it'll be Staley ball out under the Kearney, under their basket. 4 minutes even to go here in the second quarter. And that's going to be 5 seconds on Hatfield. He didn't get rid of the ball. So Kearney will get the ball.
Well, Ryan Young's made all their points so far.
As it stands right now, Brian Young with all of the Staley points here as we're into the second quarter, and they've only got 4. But Brian Young has them all. Not sure what that was all about. Kearney checks in a new player and they have the ball under their own basket. And that's going to be a three-pointer by Eric Farley. Now it's 16-4. Jody Kraft makes the drive into the lane and puts it in. 2 points for Jody Kraft. 16-6. Now it looks like Staley has gone into a zone, and John Griffin is going to pop a three from outside, a real zone buster. There's a shot from outside. I think Kearney's got about 4 or 5 threes already. John Hatfield with a nice fake, puts it up on the board, but won't go. Zach with a rebound, and he goes back up. One of the few times Staley has a second shot. And I believe we are going to have a foul on a Staley player here. Michael Brinkmeyer with the foul. That's 3 on Staley, but it was in the act of shooting, and that's going to be number 23, Eric Farley, going to the line. Eric Farley. Second one's up, no good. Brian Young with the rebound. Staley right down court with it, but Kearney's right back on defense, so there's no easy play. 2:16 now. Jody Kraft working the ball out way out from the three-point line. Michael Brinkmeyer now with a three. I think it's only a two-pointer. I'm sorry, two. Staley now in a looks like a trapping defense. I don't know that I'd call it a press. Still in the zone. They shut down the big boy, but they kick it out. Number 23 puts up a shot. Eric Farley off the rim. Now another long shot. And I bet that hurt, as it looked like Brian Young went down on his back. And he comes up grabbing his wrist. But he definitely had his feet knocked out from under him, and I believe he come down on his wrist. Minute and 30 to go. Kearney with a 20-8 lead here over the Staley Falcons. And I think Brian is going to come out here for just a minute, take a breather, and they'll probably check that thing over. Like I say, it looked like his legs got knocked out from under him. Xavier Smith comes in for Brian. Xavier is going to put it up right off the bench. Slides up a three, but it's off the back of the rim, or side. Kearney back now. Just a two try. Michael Brinkmeyer with the rebound. 1 minute to go here before the half. 1 minute to go. Kearney player had evidently, he's checking his fingernail. He got a finger on the ball. Went back court. Zach recovered it. And I believe they're going to call a pushing foul on number 23, Eric Farley. Foul on Farley. That's the 7th team foul. And Xavier Smith is going to be going to the line, shooting a 1-and-1.
Xavier Smith to the line.
And Xavier sinks the first one. 20-9. 30.9 seconds to go here before the half. Second one up off the front of the rim. Once again, Staley comes up and starts pressing. Kearney gets it over the line, 17 seconds to go, and it looks like Kearney was going to go for the one shot again. Tried this last time, got the shot, but it didn't drop. There's the shot, a three-pointer by Pruitt. John Hatfield gets the ball down court. They make a try, but it doesn't go. And right now, here at halftime at Kearney High School, the Kearney Bulldogs are leading the Staley Falcons 23-9. Just to give you a little roundup here of the first half, it looks like for Staley, Michael Brinkmeyer with 2, Jody Crafton 2, Brian Young with 4. And for your Kearney Bulldogs, boy, Alex Pruitt has got 3, 6, 9, 11. 3 for John Griffin, 3 for Eric Farley, and I believe 4 points for Jesse Foster. But we'll be back with the second half here in just a little bit. Well, folks, here we go. We're ready to do the second half. Kearney Bulldogs lead 23-9 over the Staley Falcons. The big guy with a shot. but he misses the three. Dre Starzl with the shot, and Chris Head with the rebound, and he's going to get fouled.
14,
Foul on Jody Kraft.
second, team first of the half.
And it looks like Chris Head is going to be going to the free throw line there. And he will make the first one, and that's going to kick it up to 24-9. He'll miss the second one, but Dre Starzl with the rebound. Make it 26-9. Staley works the ball around on the outside again. Hatfield starts to drive, kicks it out to Brinkmeyer. Zach Riley. Michael Brinkmeyer is going to take a shot, and it's off the front edge of the rim as Staley's cold hand continues. And it's going to be a jump ball, as it looks like Brian Young and Starzl go down together, and I think they called a jump ball. And Staley had the possession arrow. Going to get it inside to Brian Young, and he kicks it back out to Hatfield. Hatfield works in close, turns. Zach Riley with the rebound, and he's going to get fouled in the act. And Zach will be shooting two. The foul's going to be on A.J. Shippert, with Zach shooting two. In and out. I swear that ball was halfway in, caught the heel of the rim and kicked out. Zach just barely puts it over the front edge of the rim, and it dribbles to the back and falls in. So now 26-10. Shipley with a drive through the free throw line, and he is going to get fouled. So Shipley, Michael Brinkmeyer with a foul. A.J. Shippert at the line, shooting two. First one's up and in. 27-10. Second one goes in and out, and out of bounds off of Chris Head. Kearney, or Staley plays it in on the baseline. Get it inside to John Hatfield, and he's going to kind of do a scooping finger roll. And Hatfield with two. Staley coming out with the press here now early on here, third quarter. Kearney gets it deep, brings it back out to the top. Inside to Starzl, and he feeds it to Chris Head, and Chris Head with a backdoor play. 29-12. Hatfield wanting to, he's going to drive again, and he does. And I believe it's going to be a foul on Dre Starzl. It was on number 40. 40. Yes. See where it says player and foul? Here's a long pass to Brian. No, I'm sorry. Down court, Staley's going to get it away. Zach's going to drive, puts it up. Foul on Michael Brinkmeyer there, I think, on the rebound. Must have been reaching over. It's going to be Kearney ball. 5:08 to play here in the third quarter. Staley once again with this here trapping full court press. And Kearney just makes two passes to get it into Chris Head. And he puts one up on the backboard. Now it's 31-12. Xavier Smith checks in for Jody Kraft. I believe Tyler Nugent also came in for Michael Brinkmeyer, so we gain a little height with Brinkmeyer, or I'm sorry, with Tyler Nugent. Zach Riley gets it into John Hatfield. John makes a move one way, spins around the other way. Puts it up on the backboard, but it doesn't fall.
Foul number 32, Tyler Nugent.
Foul on Tyler Nugent from Staley. Kearney ball out of bounds. 4:05 to play. Third quarter. 31-12. Kearney with the lead. There's a three attempt by Pruitt. He misses that. Staley up with a rebound. Zach drives into the lane and passes it out to Hatfield. Hatfield's going to get a three. 31-15, 3:29 to play. Staley warming up just a little bit on the shooting. Chris Head with a jump shot off to the side of the lane. Xavier took a look, hesitated, and traveled. .250 to go now in the third quarter. Kearney with a 33-15 lead. Once again into one of the big pillars in there. Starzl, but he misses it. And the ball came out to Pruitt, and he is going to be fouled by, I believe, Tyler Nugent.
Foul?
Yeah, Tyler Nugent. Looks like they're going to give Zach a rest as they bring in two shots by Kearney. Staley finally comes away with the ball. Nathan Fulkerson in, as well as number 13, Laurel Winfield. Staley with a shot off the rim. Kearney with the rebound and down court. 1:58 to go in the third quarter. And it looks like John Griffin with a three. Winfield with a drive. Looked like he was headed for the baseline, and the ball got knocked away, but it'll still be Staley ball on the baseline. Hatfield looks again, gets into the lane and stops, and they're going to be calling for traveling for moving his pivot foot, I believe. It'll be Kearney ball out of bounds. Nice move by Chris Head with a little fake, like he was going to pass it, and then just turned around and drove, but he misses the shot. But Kearney keeps control of the ball. Pruitt with a nice spinning move, but he's going to miss. But the big guy, Ray Starzl. Starzl. 38-15. Now with 35 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Hatfield wanting to drive. And you can give Nathan Fulkerson too. 15 seconds in the third quarter. 9, 8, 7. Pruitt passes it off, gets it back for 3. In and out. And number 41 came up with a rebound. Jesse Foster jumped up and put up another shot, but no good. And the score here at Kearney High School now at the end of the third quarter is 38-17 with Kearney in the lead. Here we go with the final 8. Kearney starts out with the ball here with a 38-17 lead. Pruitt's going to drive, gets into the paint. Jody Kraft reaches in and knocks the ball away. But it's out of bounds off Jody. So Kearney gets the ball into the big guy. I think that's going to be on Nathan Fulkerson as he reached up and slapped his wrist. Blocks that one pretty clean there, though. Staley gets down court with it, but can't complete the play. Kearney takes it away, but they miss the layup. John Hatfield pulls up, but is going to get fouled, I think. Must have been before the shot. Daryl Starzl with the foul. So Staley still has the ball. Jody's going to try a 3. Doesn't really draw any iron. Here's Pruitt with a 3, and he's going to drop it. There's Fulkerson with a 3 attempt, and this is no good. And I believe it's going to be on Fulkerson as he was reaching in on Alex Pruitt. And Pruitt's going to be going to the line. And that's 17 fouls
Alex Pruitt to the line
for Staley, only 3 on Kearney. Of course, Staley trying to play catch-up ball. When you do, you got to be a little bit more aggressive on defense. And Pruitt is going to drop it. That's 16 points for Pruitt. There's 17. He's high point man for either team. Now a 43-17 lead for Kearney.
16 points.
And there's a three-pointer by John Hatfield. John Hatfield. So we've got 6:25 to go here in the fourth quarter. Kearney with the lead. Try by A.J. Shepard. And a miss. Staley comes up with a rebound. Zach comes back with a layup. Just a little too strong over the rim. Kearney back with it. Like I said earlier, Staley with just one shot, no rebound. I'm going to get it into the big guy, number 50, and turnaround jumper. Chris Head. I think we're going to have a reaching in foul over Dre Starzl.
A foul.
A foul. Trevor Lamb comes in for Jody Kraft here with 5:25 to go. I think both teams starting to do a little substitution here. Kearney with a 3-point lead, 23-point lead. Pruitt with a miss. Hatfield with a rebound. And a steal by number 23. That's Eric Farley. He brings it down, shoots the layup, and he will be fouled.
Number 41, Trevor Lamb.
Trevor Lamb with the foul. Farley makes the first one. Xavier Smith checks in for Zach Riley. Farley makes the second one. It's going to be a foul on Trevor Lamb. That's 9th team foul. Pruitt looking inside to the big boy and trying to get it into Head, and I believe it was kicked by a Staley player. So it's going to be Kearney ball out of bounds. A.J. Shepard with a shot, an air ball. It must have went out of bounds because it is Staley ball. 4:19 to go. Boy, Hatfield barely hang on to that pass. Here's a 3 try by Lamb. Bounces off the heel of the rim, and we are getting down here to 4 minutes to go. And Kearney with a 45-20 lead. Pruitt makes the drive, gets it off the Head. Head puts up a little jump shot. And it looks like Coach Wheeler wants to talk things over with the boys here with just a little bit under 4 minutes to go. So, we'll be back after this timeout. Well, 3:50 to go. Kearney with a 27-point lead here, 47-20. And somebody was grabbing or reaching in or something for Kearney. Foul on number 30.
I thought it was 3.
Cameron Nissen. So it's still Staley ball out of bounds. Michael Brinkmeyer makes the drive but loses control of the ball. And I think it's going to be off a Kearney player. And I think we got another timeout. Yes, another timeout by Staley. We'll be back in a minute. Here we go. Still 3:34 to go. Trevor Lamb with the try. In and out. Pretty much all subs on both sides here. Jesse Foster with 3 attempts, but it goes over the backboard and out of bounds. Nathan Fulkerson with a drive, and I think he will be fouled. I'm sorry, that's Chad Hall on the drive. And he'll be fouled. And he makes it. 21-47 with 3:02 to play. Chad Hall at the line. Up and off of the back of the rim. Gonna go inside. Cameron Nissen with a little turnaround shot off the backboard and in. 49-21. Hatfield trying to get the pass to Xavier Smith. And looked like Jason Goen got a hand on it, but couldn't control it. Goes out of bounds, so it'll be Staley ball. Looks like we're going to have a reach and in foul. I think it's be a foul on number 20. Whoops, sorry. 43, Tanner Davis. And Michael Brinkmeyer at the line. And Michael puts her up and in. 49-22 with 2:09 to play. Second one off the heel of the rim, out of bounds off of a Kearney player. Michael Brinkmeyer will play it in on the baseline, going to get it into Trevor Lamb. He's swinging around the horn. Now it's inside to Michael Brinkmeyer. He turns around and puts up a shot left-handed. It's going to be blocked out of bounds, but it will be Staley ball. Here's the three. Trevor Lamb, he'll draw some iron on the front of the rim, but just a little short. by number 41, Jesse Foster with a 3. Minute and 15 to go, 52-22. Michael Brinkmeyer's open, going to drive, turns around and puts it up. And number 43, 6'4" forward, Tanner Davis, knocks it out. And that's going to bring Michael Brinkmeyer in. And number 25, Mobashir Alam comes in for Staley. And now Mobashir Alam will be shooting. 2 shots. It looked like the clock may run out as we're into the running clock. Mobashir will get on the board. That makes it 52-23, which stops the clock, and that takes it back to 29. And Mobashir will make the second one, 52-29. 10 seconds to go here. And it looks like Kearney is just going to hold the ball. Staley's not going to press it, and the clock will run out. And your score here at Kearney is Kearney Bulldogs 52, Staley Falcons 24.
December 27th at 6 p.m.
And Staley goes down. Let me give you a little rundown on the points here. For Staley, it looks like Michael Brinkmeyer with 3, Zach with 1 free throw, Jody Kraft with 2 points, Chad Hall with 1, Brian Young with 4, John Hatfield looks like he had 3, 6, maybe 8. But the big scorer here tonight was Alex Pruitt for the Kearney Bulldogs, as he's going to have 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 15, 16 points for Alex Pruitt. Well, folks, that's going to wrap it up here for another of Grandpa's Sports videos here once again, as the Staley Falcons go down 24-52 to the Kearney Bulldogs. We'll see you all at a game next week.